Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Filth, and I'm back today with another video. And like I said in the last video, today we will be covering the life of Pierre 4 Deluxe, quite possibly the greatest deluxe of all time. I'm pretty excited to revisit this project. Not to say that I haven't been listening to it, but it'll be good to go back and really uncover some of the feelings I had when it dropped versus what I feel about it right now. And similar to the last one, I'm going to get into it quickly. We're just going to cover some of my favorite songs / least favorite songs. And then I'm going to move into how I feel about the project as a whole. And then I'm going to conclude this video by just talking about how I think this album holds up today versus when it started out and came out in 2020. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to get right into it. Yeah, so to start out, I'm just gonna give a little intro about the album before I get into my favorite and least favorite songs. So the project came out June 19th, 2020, almost a year after the original TLOP came out, well, TLOP 4. And to my knowledge, this project, the Deluxe, is a collection of songs that were either leaks or fan favorites that he previewed that didn't get to make the original cut of the mixtape that dropped in 2019. And let's just give Pierre a big thanks for doing that. A lot of artists don't really like to give their fans the music they want for some reason, but Pierre is for the people, and he dropped the project of songs that we all asked for. And that's what you could really ask out of an artist. Thank you, Pierre. And one more thing before I get into my favorite and least favorite songs, just a little spoiler warning. I love every song on this project, so it's going to be very hard for me to pick out which ones are my absolute favorites, but I'm going to do my best. Don't get offended if I don't choose your favorite song, because every song in here is great, and I respect you if you like the song. Yeah, so I'm just going to have to start out with the legendary 3-track run. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm talking about tracks 5, 6, and 7 off the Deluxe, otherwise known as Sauce Girl, Sauce Boy, and Deja Vu. So, starting with Sauce Girl, one of the biggest reasons I like Sauce Girl is once again the production. The beat starts out really calm. It's like this reverse distorted melody in the background that I like, and Pierre's kind of going for a more R&B trap tone on this song, as you can tell by the name. Pierre's vocals go a long way with this first part of the song. He's once again like drowning his words out, whining, dragging out the last syllable of his words, and it comes out really good for what he's trying to talk about in the song. And the hook of this song is basically him just saying lover's nightmare, she's scared, who's gonna be there. And 50-50 on that hook. I think it's a good hook for the song. Is it his best hook? No, but I think it serves its purpose really well for this song, and it's a good bridge for the beat change. And for that beat change, man, the first time I heard the song, it really caught me off guard. The 808s, the distortion behind the drum, whatever that is, it's really heavy. Like, it's extremely heavy. Like, I don't think he's used something like that on another song. I could be mistaken, but if you play it in your car, it'll like shatter your glasses at half volume. Like, it's kind of crazy. And that beat is one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite songs. That and his vocals on the second part of the song just go really well with that beat. Like, the beat is really aggressive with the hard-hitting drums. His vocals also support that with him being more aggressive with his singing than he was in the first part, which I really enjoy. You kind of hear more of the passion and the frustration that he was kind of talking about in the beginning of the song, and it really circles together nicely with that beat change and progressing through towards the end of the song. And the song ends with him kind of reverbing his vocals from the beginning of the beat change, and he's making these rocket ship noises in the background, like more of a gun noise, not a rocket ship. But that noise combined with his vocals in the background just made for an excellent transition, especially if it's your first time hearing the project through. The transition to Sauce Girl to Sauce Boy like should be studied for how clean that it is. It is very clean. You would not know that it went to a different song, actually, if you didn't check. You would not know. So Sauce Boy carries the theme of Sauce Girl, where he's conveying the message that he's wasting his time and he's wasting his love, and he can't really trust any girl. The beat, similar to Sauce Girl's first beat, is like this reverse distorted melody in the background once again, but it's different. Like it's like a different key. And it's very relaxing to hear, honestly. It's very soothing if you just heard it without any vocals, but the vocals just add more to it. Like it's kind of like another instrument to the beat to me. Since I spent a good amount of time on Sauce Girl, I'm gonna shorten Sauce Boy up just a little bit because I do like Sauce Girl just a little bit better. And by that I mean I like the second part of Sauce Girl better than the second part of Sauce Boy, but I like the first part of Sauce Boy better than the first part of Sauce Girl, if that makes sense. Like 50-50 for each song. So the reason I like Sauce Boy, and it's one of my favorite songs, is because of Pierre's vocals. Obviously the beat is amazing, but Pierre comes through with a lot of energy on this song, and he asks a lot of questions that a lot of guys ask every February. Pierre comes through with the song mainly with his relatability. A lot of guys and a lot of people that just listen to the song, not just guys, a lot of people can listen to the song and get something that resonates with them from it. And that's why I like Pierre's music. Obviously, he's not Kendrick Lamar in terms of how he articulates himself, but the way he portrays himself and his character gives off the vibe of someone that was a normal person. I've said this before. He was a normal person and dealt with a lot of things that normal people do. And he's just translating that in his music right now. And if you ever give Sauce Boy a listen, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And that reasoning right there is why it's one of my favorite songs, besides its production and his vocal performance. And now for the final song of the greatest 3-track run of all time, we got Deja Vu. And Deja Vu is just the perfect conclusion to this trilogy right here. And what I like about Deja Vu a lot is that it takes the best parts of both Sauce Boy and Sauce Girl and makes them into one song of perfection. Deja Vu's first part is really, really great. Pierre does a great job of starting the song out and making it catchy off the rip. The start of the song is like a stripped back version of the beat he's going to use 30 seconds later. So like the intro of the song is just the bass, the bass melody. And then as he gets into his verse, he adds this little like flute or whistle thing, like whatever that is in the background. This cream of the crop right there. The beat is really soothing to hear, and so are Pierre's vocals. Pierre comes across very smooth and fluid with his vocals on this song. It's as if he made this song like on his couch in his living room, you know, drinking a glass of wine, chilling out with some TV in the background. He could have kept the first part of the song and let it be the song on its own, but he adds roses to his meal by adding this second beat change, just beat change to it. And the beat change is just phenomenal. The way he layers his vocals in the second part of the song is something to be studied. He does a very great job of just being very present on this track, and I really, really love his presence on the second part of the song. If you haven't heard Deja Vu in its entirety, I really suggest that you listen to it. Really great song. Yeah, so my next favorite song, ironically, is Purple Jeans, which is the next song after Deja Vu. I should have just called it a 4-track great run because Purple Jeans is one of my favorite songs. I like Purple Jeans a lot for the same reasons that I like Deja Vu. There's no beat change in it, but the beat is so mellow and it's really calm and relaxing to hear. And I really just like the hook. He's talking about Steve Urkel, Family Matters, and you can't go wrong with that. It's just like Kanye, to be honest, but you really just can't go wrong with that. Just a really relaxing, beautiful song. Honestly, I should have called it a 5-track run because my next favorite song is Conspiracy, and that's a song right after Purple Jeans. The reason I like Conspiracy a lot, not so much its production, but Pierre's flow. He has this like staccato flow when he gets into his verse. He's talking about set it up, put it up, put it up, put it up, praying on me. And I really like that. It's super catchy. It's like an earworm type of catch to it. And he keeps this flow throughout the majority of the song. And just great. Yeah, and no surprise here, my next favorite song is Motto. That, honestly, it's the song right after Conspiracy, but I just can't lie to you. Whatever stretch from Sauce Girl to where we are right now, just goated. Goated. Motto is definitely one of the best songs on this project, and it is great enough to have made the first cut of the original TLOP 4. It definitely could have been on there. Motto is so good because that beat is so weaselly. It just sounds so weaselly and nerdy. Like a nerd made it. I don't know how to put it. It's really good to listen to. And for this beat change, I think Pierre is just flexing on everybody else, every other producer, because he didn't have to put it in the song, but he did, and it made the song just great. The beat is really unique. It's really childish, and it's kind of annoying, honestly, but it's a good type of annoying. Like, it gets on my good nerves. And it really does a great job of leading into the next song, which is also one of my favorite songs, Growing Pains. Growing Pains is a classic Pierre song, like what I said in my previous video. The beat is phenomenal. It is a classic Pierre beat with the video game-esque 90s 8-bit type of noise. And I'm really sorry that I gotta wrap up this section right here. I've been going on too long. And I'm sorry I gotta end it with Growing Pains, but Growing Pains is great. So, as for my least favorite songs, I'll be honest, it'll probably just have to be Fortune Cookie. No comment though, because that song is goated, but it's just not my favorite compared to the other ones I mentioned. I've been talking a bit too much, so we're gonna move on to the final section, which is how this album will hold up today in 2024. Yeah, so this part's gonna be short and sweet. I'm gonna jump right into it. I think the TLOP 4 Deluxe holds up really well today, just like TLOP 4 did. I think a lot of the project has great replay value, and you can go back to these songs any time of the year, anytime you want, which is a big plus for the project, because some artists have good albums, but the replay value on them is low. So you're not really prone to go back and listen to them as much, versus like TLOP 4 Deluxe. I'll go back to it a couple times a year. And as I said in the first TLOP video, people would receive this album, better than they would have in 2020. In 2019 and 2020, this sound was like just starting to burst open. And in 2024, now that it's out, it's kind of saturated. I believe if the album came out today, it would still be really well received, just because it would be a breath of fresh air. The genre it came out in, like the video game trap sound is saturated now, but I think Pierre's take on it would be refreshing to hear today. And I think it'll be refreshing just because a lot of the sound that we hear today isn't really made with quality, it's more so made with quantity in mind. And I think if people heard TLOP 4 Deluxe hit drop brand new, people would notice how high quality the production is and how much effort was put into his verses and the mixing and stuff like that. And I don't think that would go underappreciated today. A lot of fans just really appreciate an artist that tries hard to make good music and tries to satisfy their fans. And I think the TLOP 4 Deluxe does a great job of doing that for Pierre fans. And I also think that this project would resonate better with mainstream fans today than it did when it dropped in 2020. And that's not because the quality of it's bad, this and that. Like I said in the last video, I really do think it's because this sound is more heard, more listened to today, and with TikTok and stuff, I just think that it'll take off, a little better than it did in 2020. A lot of these beats, a lot of these verses, just everything on this project can be put on TikTok, to be honest. And TikTok is such a game changer. I really do think that it would make a huge difference if it came out today, and it would be way more, popular. And with that being said, I'm gonna wrap the video up now. Let me know what you guys think. If anybody's watching this, let me know what you think about what I said, any takes you have on this project. Just drop a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. You don't have to, but it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.